Hey everyone, and welcome back to another weekly update of the Atomic Shop items. But this isn't only just the Atomic Shop item being updated, but Steel Dawn officially launched with all of its items included in the bundle. As you can see with the Brotherhood Recruitment bundle, you can see that this tower thingamabob prefab is gonna be in it, as well as a locker, a sort of military barricade, an emote, a power armor skin that's applicable for pretty much every single power armor in the game, and the backpack skin that looks like sort of a radio beacon of sorts. This altogether will cost you $30 if the regional pricing doesn't differ too much. But despite this, or rather apart from this, there is also a bunch of other things added to the shop. As you can see, the Vault ATRIUM shelter is available for 1,800 atoms, which is quite steep. But you know, this is the biggest, Vault shelter or shelter that you can get. But if you're a Fallout First member like I am right now for at least this month, the Vault Lobby Shelter is going to be available for free, which will come to the Atomic Shop later down the line for just regular atoms. But this is the second biggest of the, interior Vault Shelters. And the Shelter Catwalk bundle is here, which will include as a special offer, these Catwalk tiles, which are probably the best one, even though I do like the shelves a bit more. And they also include these two light sets that you can see here, the sign lights with all the Vault themed interiors, as well as the potted trees and some more of these floor decorations. But actually, if you watch this one, there is more to it. So there is actually 4 different types. So keep that in mind. So yeah, let's check these out. I'm gonna purchase this, and I'm gonna purchase this as well, and see if this can actually be used outside of the Fallout shelters. Or the Vault shelters rather. Then we've got the camp favorites, which is gonna have some returning items with one of the most popular items in the shop. The rustic water mill is pretty good because it serves as a water-based generator. The contemporary housing is only the walls, sadly this time. There is no, balcony parts or stairs or anything. There is the communal fire pit, the carnivorous plant that I can't pronounce for whatever reason. It's actually pretty nice. I do like this a lot. It was included in the greenhouse bundle back in the day. There are some greatest hits returning as well, with certain bundles being back and certain specific items. There are the voting items, and the Secret Service backpack is here, which is pretty nice. And there are also these items with the Shelters poster being free for everyone. And if you go to Fallout First tab, if you are Fallout First members, you are gonna see that the Boss Camouflage Infantry hood and Boss Camouflage Infantry uniform is here. Looks quite cool, so might as well pick it up. And that's pretty much all the items for this week, so let's jump into the game and see how they look like. Alrighty, so here we are. I'm gonna review everything in once. So first of all, look at my backpack. I know it's probably not the best because my the lighting effect isn't the best here, but I'll try and show it. This is how it looks like, kind of as I said, a radio beacon, so to speak. There is the Brotherhood of Steel logo, which actually kind of, flickers, which is a nice little detail. Otherwise, it looks pretty nice. It's a bit smaller than a regular backpack, which I kind of like. I think it's a good size for this. And there is even a telephone on the side of it, so yeah, it's definitely some military-themed stuff. Then we've got, of course, the catwalks, as you can see here. It actually doesn't, cannot be just placed down on the ground. You need to snap it to foundations or existing other, floor tiles. And there are the long one, there is the middle one, there is the short one, and there is the, of course, turn one. So these are the 4 pieces that you get with it. Then there is this bar of steel barricade, as I said. This thing doesn't need power, but it's still gonna light up like this. So that's interesting. It's at the defense section, by the way, if you are looking for it. Then at the stash box sections, you can find this, cabinet that it comes with. The back isn't really that interesting, but who cares? The front is rather nice, and it does open up, with a little animation if you interact with it. Then we've got this gigantic thing. It's massive. It takes up like 1/3 of my entire camp location, so there is that. You have this special door, which looks really cool, by the way. It's specific for this, but you have to put it on separately, so it doesn't immediately put it on by default. It's rather huge, even on the inside. So, there is this massive stairway, but it's actually rather narrow, so I don't think you can place many things in there. And then it goes all the way up here, and another sort of section here, and comes out at the top, where you can still place stuff, by the way. But yeah, also there is an issue that it's gonna start making your game lag a bit if you are building around it, so keep that in mind. There are these potted trees which look kind of nice. I haven't seen any plants like this in the game, so it's a new mesh or model. And there are these shelves that you can place down on the walls at the shelf sections, of course, and yes, they have proper clipping, so you can place stuff on it without having any issues with it. So yeah, that's nice, I guess. Also, of course, there are the floorings, but you can just see those here. If you go over to the very end of it, then you will see that there are these 4 types. So this is the first one, this is the second one, the third one, and the 4th type. So yeah, these are pretty much all the items in the bundles included. I'm gonna show you the power armor paint now. As I said, this is applicable for all the power armor types. The BOS reclaimed paint is what you're looking for here. So just go down there and then start kitting it out the way you want. I'm probably not gonna put it on all of my pieces, but you can see that it's gonna have the Brotherhood of Steel insignia, the chest piece, and then the other is gonna have this sort of military camo all around it. So that's pretty much all the items in the bundle, and hopefully you find this informative and helpful, and I see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.